Hello and welcome to a Dota 2 commentary by Gino. Dota, that's me. Today we're going to be jumping into a random game on the EU public server. Just to have a little look and get excited at a Dota game before the international starts, which I'm super excited about. We're just going to have a look at a little random game on the European servers, see what's going on in Europe, see what we can find, any interesting plays, and just have a good time watching a Dota game in preparation for the international, which I'm hoping to cast a few games of as well. So here today we've got a dire ward blocking off this creep camp down here, so unfortunately Earthshaker will not find that he's able to pull that creep camp again. This ward here, I think it just misses the vision for this down rune. I'm not totally sure about that. Don't know why that's put there. If you put it in the bushes a little bit to the top left, it is able to catch that rune, but maybe they don't want it because, I don't know, they don't like runes. Okay, so here we go. Anyway, I've missed first blood already. Sorry about that. Queen of Pain getting the first blood at mid,
Just a little.
killing that invoker. But here we go. We have Vengeful Spirit coming back in to bring the support, but Quark doesn't look like she's up for it. She's waiting for the rune. The haste is there, but she decides to run back. I think she was looking for a regen there. Here we go. We have what looks like a gank setting up on the top lane. Vengeful Spirit and Ogre Magi looking to gank that Rubik on the top lane, but decide again to opt for the Quap in the middle lane instead. Vengeful Spirit and Ogre pushing up the lane. Quap going back to get the bottle. And perhaps not even realizing that Vengeful Spirit's there, but realizing that he's missed and being a bit nervous about that. Oh, he's bottle crowing. Okay, so he's actually sending the bottle back to refill it and refill his HP at the same time. Do we have a gang going on in the bottom here? Looks like Trax wants to be quite aggressive towards this Pandaren Brewmaster. Earthshaker there for the support with the Fisher. Fakes the Fisher. Furion TP's in. We have the Fisher going off now. Trax getting in those last few hits of Cold Arrow, Frost Arrow, sorry, which do actually end up securing the kill. Taking a lot of damage from the tower there, but he has that salve to regenerate. Looks like Venge is roaming with not much success at the moment. She tried to go for down lane. She was almost poised for top lane. In the meantime, we have Ogre Magi pulling the creeps, providing some farming support for Morphling so he can farm safely under his tower. Looks like we got Vengeful Spirit coming into the mid lane for Quap, but with that blink up, I'm really not too sure what he can do in this lane. Rubik looks like he's poised for a gank at mid. Telekinesis is up the invoker. Screen goes off from the pop, but we have Vengeful Spirit here for the defense, and Ogre Magi as well, putting in the stun, killing the Queen of Pain, but she is allowed to get a scream off just before she dies. That was a huge trade down there in the mid lane. 2 for 2 trade. Vengeful Spirit was forced to pull off and help as well. I think she died as well. Let's have a little look. Yep, Vengeful Spirit died, so it's a 3 for 2 trade there. So that's obviously going to be benefiting the Radiant there. Radiant on 5 for 2 kills. Let's have a little look at the farm. We have Drow with 23 for 9, and Morphling with a very similar score of 23 for 2. But Morphling is going up against that Rubik, which has only 5 for 0, whereas we have Drow going up against Pandaren Brewmaster, which does have only 3 for 0. Okay, so having a little look at the gold graph here while the game is paused, we're about nearly 1500 gold in favour of the Radiant, and the experience is slightly favouring the Radiant as well. The Dire can't really make things work. They're Vengeful Spirits roaming around but losing a lot of experience as a result, and he's not really finding the ganks he wants to. It's really hard to gank Quap mid lane due to that blink. even with the Ogre Magi in support. They needed all three, Ogre Magi, Vengeful, and Invoker, to kill that Quap. I'm just going to take a drink here. So while we wait for the game to unpause, let's have a little look at the items we have up on here. Looks like Earthshake is opting for the Soul Ring, being able to spam that Fissure whenever the Soul Ring is off cooldown. Soul Ring gives 150 mana, and Fissure costs 140, so he's able to fully spam that every single time Soul Ring comes off cooldown. We have Drow Ranger picking up the Treads, which is a good, solid item. He has them on agility though, not strength, so he's sacrificing a bit of survivability there for a bit of damage, and I don't know how I feel about that. His lane's not that scary, so I guess I like that. Pandaren Brewmaster, little underfarmed here. He's died one time as well. So we'll see how this lane goes. Looks like Venger is coming in to give him a bit of support. This could be a gank here. Vengeful Spirit stunning up on the Earthshaker. The Earthshaker does have the Fissure though. Fissure is laid down. And Furion's coming in for the help. Looks like Trax is in a bit of trouble. You see those agility treads really not giving her the strength she needs. But she will die from the burn damage from the Ogre Magi. Furion and Earthshaker not being able to help as they'd wished. Ogre Magi there putting in the support, and at mid it looks like we almost had a gank on the Invoker. I nearly missed that as well. But back in the down lane, looks like they're diving under the tower. The Earthshaker gets stunned down. And the Thunderclap secures the kill for the Venge. But it looks like Panda's going to have to sacrifice himself, and Venge possibly going to have to sacrifice himself for that kill, so was it worth it? I don't think so. Negative Earn Charge popping off there on the Vengeful Spirit from that Nature's Prophet, and Trax is able, look, she's switching back to the Power Treads to give her that HP she needs to secure the kills without dying. I like that. At the mid tower here we have Invoker with, looks like he's run out of consumables, not going to be able to re-heal up that HP. In the top lane, a little bit of farming going on here from the Morphling against the Rubik. It's not going to be easy. That Fade Bolt is going to be really annoying, reducing the amount of right-click damage that the Morphling does do. Back in the down lane, we have Traxx trying to farm up. Let's see what item she goes. Could be interesting. One sec! I'll come down in a sec.
Busy.
Looks like we have Invoker in the mid lane, not really being able to do much against this Quap, who has been bottle crying. Furion gets the dust, TP's in, wants to kill that Invoker, gets the sprout off. Invoker does go in this, but the dust is popped. Quap using all of her spells to take down, and the Invoker goes down, but at what cost do we have the Quap here? Is she able to escape? Even Morphling coming in here to give a bit of support with that waveform, is able to secure the kill there on the Ogre Magi. And we had a buyback from Ogre just then, and also a buyback from... Nope. Yep, no, we did have a buyback from Invoker. Ogre and Invoker buying back. All in this meantime, we have Drow Ranger doing some damage to the down tower, while Morphling returns up top to farm, picking up that Ring of Health. What looks like she's a little bit overextending here. Just really keen to get those last few denies and hits, but she will pay for that. The cold snap goes off, and she is able to avoid that Venge stun with a last minute blink. Good reflexes there from the Quap. And this does open up a door for a little damage to the middle tower, but it looks like Ogre and Venge aren't interested in that. They want to secure the gank on this Traxx. So Traxx a little bit too far out, pushed in the lane. Harassing down that Panda and Brewmaster. And Queen of Pain taking down the Invoker yet again in mid. Let's have a look. Did they have to use another dust? Yep, looks like they did. Invoker trying to escape with that invisibility, but it looks like we have another gank down here. And it looks like Panda and Brewmaster popping the ulti, Venge popping off the stun, and Traxx will go down to the Panda and Brewmaster and the Venge. Looks like Whirlwind is used to throw up Earthshake into the air, but Quarp is here to support as well. Ogre taking the stun down on the Earthshaker, and he is going to go down. Quarp just storming in here, screaming, taking down that Vengeful Spirit, poisoning down that Panda and Brewmaster, and just doing loads of damage here on the Ogre Magi. He will not escape, he will die. Will the Panda and Brewmaster escape? And the support is in here from the Furion, right-clicking down and negative earn, charging that Panda and Brewmaster. Queen of Pain will take the last hit. She is going a bit unstoppable right now. Her farm is falling out of control. She is happy with how this game is going. On quite low mana, but she's opted for those mana boots. Actually quite a strange choice, but it's fine if you're doing this kind of really aggressive spamming your spells kind of style of play. Morphling able to pick up the power treads there on the top lane. Looks like Invoker wants a bit of action. He is pushing up to the top lane. This is his first time ganking in lanes, I believe. In the meantime, we have the down tower for the Dire going down to the hands of Furion and Traxx. Drow securing the last hit on that tower, getting himself a nice tidy bit of XP and money as well. Looks like Quarp wants to take down the Morphling, but he is morphing into strength. It is so annoying to try and kill a Morphling when he's morphing into strength. Just the life keeps on going up, but that's his skill. That's what the hero is all about. A really nice reaction there from the Morphling. Morphing into strength just in time, but he is caught out of position by the Quarp. A clutch stun there from the Ogre Magi, and the Morphling looks like he's going to go back in, but at what cost? He is okay though. Quarp looks like she's in a bit of trouble. She's blinking out, but the stun is there. Earthshaker there for the support. Earthshaker perhaps sticking around a little too long. He looks like he will go down, and the Quarp is in a bit of trouble as well. Quarp goes down first, and Vengeful gets the last hit on the Earthshaker. So that, I don't know, I like that. The Dire are putting in the support that they need. They are ganking, and it looks like Furion is able to catch out the Vengeful Spirit with that negative earn charge and teleportation. It's a gank-heavy game here, an exciting game, getting me ready for the International too. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also enjoying watching this game. I feel a bit sorry for this Panda and Brewmaster. He's not getting any of this farm down here. Traxx just dominating the lane, picking up that Yasha, going to be getting that increased movement speed and attack speed. Let's have a little look at the farm. We have around 50 for both Morphling and also Traxx. The farm, they're pretty equal, but we have Traxx with the 3 for 2 and the Morphling with the 0 for 0. So I don't know, it's kind of favouring Traxx a little bit maybe. Let's have a look at the total gold while we try not to miss any ganks here on the bottom lane. A stun going off on the Furion, but the Venge actually opts to stun the Traxx. Maybe a better idea here. Traxx does go down. That's a huge kill, stopping that farm, stopping the XP gathering there from the Traxx, and it looks like Earthshaker here in a bit of a sticky situation. Invoker doesn't really, Furion doesn't really look like he wants to come back in, and Earthshaker so nearly securing the kill on these 3 heroes. Oh my god, that would have been insane. That would have been a triple kill if there was a few more creeps around, but it wasn't to be. Looks like Traxx actually disconnecting out. I wonder what's going on here. Maybe a bit of connectivity issues, but I did say that I wanted to have a look at the total gold earned by Traxx and Morphling, the 2 carries. How can I find that? I thought it was net worth, but it looks like this is not correct, because Traxx earned a lot more gold than that. What is going on? Let's have a look. We'll have last hits and denies up here. As you can see, Traxx and Morphling very equal there. Vengeful Spirit severely underfarmed, but she is putting in those stuns. She's playing a hard ganking role, which I like. It looks like we still have a bit of an advantage for the Radiant, however. God, look at that huge gold advantage for the Radiant. And XP slightly tipping in favour now. It's still in favour of the Radiant, but it's tipping back toward the Dire from those last few kills. Invisibility. However, they do have a creep wave pushing here. Looks like Quarp does see the Invoker, but he's able to invisibility out at the last second. Top tower taking a bit of damage here. And some Treants from the